The Region 10 team, which has been negotiating with the government the concerns of protesting Lindeners, believes that the administration may be making deliberate moves to stymie the talks and allow that to affect the negotiations which they say have been promising. Their statement comes in response to the Joint Services action at Linden early this morning when they moved in to clear the roads. Tear gas was fired off, residents protested, and a number of buildings, including the GRA Linden office, were gutted by fire. Lindeners have been urged to remain calm as the Region 10 team said they will go ahead with talks and bring the situation to a completion.
At this particular point, to have this situation again spiral out of control is something we regard as very negative, and it's very difficult to escape the conclusion that there are forces at work within the government who have no interest in the kind of settlement that we have been striving to achieve.
One would have thought that since the 18th of July, having triggered a major tragedy, any attempt to ambush the community in the night with tear gas and pellets and tear smoke would not have been on the range of possible options by the government. This was an ambush in the night. You have people in homes, sleeping with their families, who are subject to tear smoke.
The government is also coming under fire for allowing the army to dump flyers on the town, with persons saying that such a move created a tenseness that was not needed as the talks continued. It's not a war zone, they said.
We have a number of security personnel on the ground. Those persons could have easily had the flyers to distribute or to pass around in any other means. You know, the television station, which is controlled by the government, is operable. They could have used that to even project whatever image they wanted to.
Which they do regularly.
To fly helicopters over Linden and to distribute flyers, it sends a signal that is very frightening and troubling.
We see it as a dangerous slide towards isolating that community and subjecting them to different treatment to any other community in the society. And that is not acceptable, and we will not permit that to happen.
And President Donald Ramotar's missive to the private sector that they do not run his office is also being criticized.
One would think that in this circumstance, a president's comment will be measured and well thought out. In my opinion, the private sector, I think, was trying to help to contribute to an attenuation of the heat. When you take a position like that, you exacerbate the situation. And again, one sees the government in the last couple of days clearly showing that we don't want resolution.
The Joint Services early this morning launched Operation Final Push, sending additional troops to Linden to clear the roads. Lindeners have been protesting for well over 3 weeks now. On the first day of the protest, 3 protesters were shot and killed when the police opened fire on the crowd, and that action by the police triggered off the current situation. For Capital News, Gordon Mosley.